is judicial philosophy and decision making. Can you describe your judicial philosophy and how do you plan to apply your decision making process? How do you balance the need for impartiality and indifference to the law with potential impacts of your decision on individuals and communities?
Yeah, and so if I was going to distill judicial philosophy down into something for 60 seconds, it would be that it is to treat people fairly and keep the community safe. When I was appointed in 2018 as the chief magistrate judge, the jail had a list. It was called a preset bond schedule. And every crime, almost every crime imaginable appeared on that schedule. Law enforcement would arrest somebody, take them to the jail for a crime like, for instance, child molestation. And they would automatically have a preset bond at $10,000. They could bond out, the next day commit another child molestation. And this process just repeated itself, and the jail was a revolving door around and around. On day one there, I stopped that. There is no such thing anymore as a preset bond schedule for any kind of a felony. And if you're out on bond for another crime or on probation, there is no bond when you get rearrested for a new felony charge. And the purpose of that is to get people to treatment, if we can treat them, if there's a drug problem or a mental health problem, and if they're just a career criminal, it's to keep them in jail and keep you all safe.
Thank you. Do you need me to restate the question or you got it?
Whatever you want me to do.
You can run with it.
Okay, I consider myself a textualist, okay? I think that is the most important type of judicial philosophy that one can have, especially in this area. We live in a very conservative area, especially in Jackson and Barrow County, and textualism is very important. And as far as doing the job, the reason textualism is important is, I'll give you an example. In child custody, for example, this is how a judge would need to interpret textualism. OCGA 1953 talks about there shall be no presumption that a father or a mother shall have custody of kids. There is no one, if elected Superior Court judge, is going to say Jim David or Judge David is a daddy's judge or a mommy's judge. We now pigeonhole judges in our circuit and statewide, and when we litigate these types of cases, into whether someone is a daddy's judge or a mommy's judge. It is kind of an informal conversation that attorneys have, and they present cases based upon that.